Hey everybody, so this next video is to explain how to write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form if you're given 2 points. Now, most Algebra 1 students who come into Algebra 2 are most familiar with slope-intercept form because you work with it an awful lot. M y equals mx plus b. M represents the slope of the line, b represents the y-intercept, which is a point on the y-axis and therefore has the coordinates 0, b. So we're going to do this equation, we're going to do it in a couple of different ways. So let me write a couple of points down here. So 3, negative 4, and let's do negative 5, 7. So we're going to write this in a couple of ways. The first way is we're going to write it by going directly into slope-intercept form, and then we're going to write it by writing it in point-slope form and converting it into slope-intercept form. And in the project, I'm going to ask you to do it both ways, so you'll need to be familiar with both ways of how to do this. So the first is working directly in slope-intercept form. All right. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to find the slope between these 2 points. So again, slope is change in y over change in x. And again, it doesn't matter which order you put the y's or the x's. So this time I'll put my first point first. That gives me negative 11 over 8. I used the same 2 points I did from the first example, so it should be similar. Now, we're going to do y equals mx plus b. So now we know the slope is negative 11/8, but we don't know what the b is. The b is the y-intercept, specifically where it intersects the y-axis. So we're going to plug in the slope. Now we don't know the y-intercept, but we do know 2 points that the line passes through. So if we take one of those 2 points, either the 3, negative 4, or the negative 5, 7, and we plug it in for the x and the y, that should make the equation work because those points are on the line. So I'm going to take one of those 2 points. This time I'll choose the negative 4, 3, and I'm going to plug that in for the x and the y. And this gives me an equation I can then solve for b. If I move that 33/8 over to the other side, negative 4 is negative 32 over 8, and then plus 33 over 8 gives me 1/8. So that's my y-intercept. So my equation of my line is negative 11/8 x plus 1/8. So that's how you do it, going directly from the points into slope-intercept form. You find the slope, you get y equals mx plus b, you plug the slope in, and then you use one of the points to find b, and then write the equation of the line. Now, if you wanted to go from point-slope form into slope-intercept form, you again would find the slope first. You would write that in point-slope form. And then what we're going to do is we're basically going to get this to look like slope-intercept form by getting the y by itself and distributing that negative 11/8 and getting everything combined. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute the negative 11/8 first. Negative 11/8 times x is negative 11/8 x. And negative 11/8 times 3 is positive 33 over 8. And then I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And then negative 4 is the same thing as negative 32 over 8. And so when you combine those, you get 1/8, which is the same thing we got doing it the other way. So again, if you do it this way, you find the slope, write it in slope-intercept form, point-slope form, distribute that slope out, move the number over to get y by itself, and then combine like terms, and then that's in slope-intercept.